Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. There's the shot! Oh, what a big chance for a shot! Rising over the bar.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Company. Now it's Yamal.
That was lovely, that.
And that's a throw-in. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Del Piero. It's a pretty loose pass. Deco. Cucurella. Cucurella. Well, that is one way to stop him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Great ball, and Del Piero! Goal! Egypt! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Shevchenko, now it's Deco. And this is Shevchenko, delivered across. And that's the keeper's ball. Liverpool are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And this is Luis Suarez. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that's left him. He's had a shot! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect.
Ah, he's given it away! Has crossed into the middle. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Luis Suarez. Not the most accurate pass. And it's gone back to the keeper. And it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. And this is Deco. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's gone looking for safety. It's going to be another corner, I think. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, that one's going nowhere. Yamal.
Natal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Desai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Rossi can see things others simply cannot. And here's Suarez. Del Piero. Oh, shooting chance! And it's Seedorf. Desai makes the interception. Deco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Seedorf. Luis Suarez. Oh, that's superb. And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Number 13.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Suarez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Played out wide. Oh, that's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Natal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gullit receives it in a wide position. It's not an... Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zola proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Shevchenko. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, played right into his path. And he's got away from him. And that is the end of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So off we go again.
Natal really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Zola.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. So what can they make of this? Now it's Shevchenko. Cucurella. And that has put paid to that. And here's Suarez. Shevchenko. Seedorf. Now it's Luis Suarez. Yamal. Zola, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Zola knocks it into space. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness.
After 56 minutes in.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again. This is a gloriously greedy performance. And this is Hullet. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Spread neatly. That is good alertness. And it's Luis Suarez. And this is Hullet. And this is Hullet. And Hullet! It's a goal! It hurts. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Egypt are having a ball here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Nepal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Hullet. Now that's well seen too. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Del Piero. Rodri. And Yamal.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Luis Suarez. Hullet! Oh, he really got hold of that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution for Egypt, number 25, Gianfranco Zola. Coming on the field is number 10, Johan Cruyff.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Cruyff, there he goes, motoring forward. Well read, nice interception.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Nepal have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Seedorf. Cruyff. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Natal are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And he's picked it up out wide. Cucurella crosses. And it's ended up in no man's land. And that's a look and place it forward. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Just 5 minutes left. Yamal, and shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Dani Olmo. Might be danger here. Oh, what a ball! Goes for a shot! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
Substitution for Egypt, number 16.
Nepal get their fourth corner.
Number 8, Clarence Seydou.
That has not gone
Coming
well.
on the field.
Egypt
Number 21,
are looking to go forward
Andrea
now.
Pirlo. Number 23.
He can run onto that. He's beaten the last man. And Del Piero! Oh, almost a sixth. Cucurella. And the number on the board is 3. Rodri. Dani Olmo is wide and looking to get onto this. He has found the way through. Luis Suarez! Cruyff. Nedved. And that's it. Nepal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a dispute.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Desai making his 300th appearance today. Just another reminder to those who missed the pre-game ceremonies.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
He's not got that quite right. A probing pass. Company calmly anticipates. So what can they make of this? That has been cut short. It's not an especially good pass, that. Over to the right flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. Puskás! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
He's in plenty of space here. And he shoots! Goal! And we have liftoff! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Deco goes short. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Red Star have the chance to go the other way. Yamal, can he get it through? He's being urged to shoot. And the shot! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Nepal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Nepal are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this...
And Puskás! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Puskás has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Puskás. Neymar. Neymar running at top gear. And back to the keeper. Cucurella. Deco. Now it's Deco. Cucurella in acres of space out wide.
Nepal have really been...
Puskás! Chance again? No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Nepal have their second corner now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Red Star are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring! That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Nepal find a position of real strength now. And he's in. Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! A finish of true class! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Nepal are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's a pretty loose pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's Deco. Can he get on the end of this? And he's intervened well there. Tries a shot! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, denied at the last.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
So, third quarter of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and Shevchenko! Brilliant from Shevchenko! A finish right from the top draw! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for
Yamal! It's loose and Deco! Oh, impressive strike.
Nepal really are good at what they're doing.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, what a half they've had, cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Nepal look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will.
Changement. Le numéro 19. Le numéro 15. À leur place,
so right back into the action.
Le numéro 4. Le numéro 23.
Kukurea. Spread neatly. Oh, great leap! And it's headed over. More and more pressure on the ball here. Nesta. Yamal. Played into space. Triol makes the interception. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Look at the... And a chance! And yes, it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Van Bouten cuts it out. Vitinha. And he's there to retrieve it. Neymar.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Lovely pass, but can he get the chance? Surely! And that's a tiny finish. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Desai. Red Star appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Looking to play him in. And they're quick to get it back. Alex Vitinha. Well, that is one way to stop him. No foul, says the referee. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's shapes to shoot! And a neat finish! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
At least that has given their people something to smile about.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's got away. Flashes a towering header. Decent chance. That is a fine delivery. Oh, that's a key interception. Nepal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And this is Deco. Now, what about real chance? Goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Chance! And no mistake. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And now he has two.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the shot! Oh, good finish. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Red Star get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rodri knocks it into space. Luis Suarez. And now the breakaway. But they've got it again. Now it's Luis Suarez. Olise. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Deco. And the counter is on. Olise, who's set up one goal so far. Deco tries to play it through. Space for him to turn and look. Delivered across. Oh, it needed better placement.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Great vision. This looks promising. Opts to play it back. Takes aim. And a header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cafu. Olise. Well, played right into his path. He's shifting through the gears here. He's dealt with that really well.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Vitinha makes the interception. And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Bebeto, one half, of course, of one of the deadliest strike partnerships in history.
Yeah, he's the perfect fit for a fox-in-the-box type player, as he's got surprisingly good vision and an eye for a pass that allowed him to play more creative roles.
Whilst remaining, of course, a genuinely prolific goal scorer. A 29-goal season, a 25-goal season during his stint in Spain.
And people will, of course, remember him for coming up with one of football's most iconic celebrations too.
And this is Cruyff. It's come to nothing. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And here's Ronaldinho. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Deco gets into a good position. Look at the space. Shot at goal! That's going to go a long way. Schlotterbeck producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Leicester clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Aimed at the far side. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
This looks promising. Baresi. Still goalless. It's a good spell of possession, this. Just eases him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? They're urgent. And Shevchenko! And it's hit the woodwork and out! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Shevchenko certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Nepal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, can they get him away? That is lovely. Yamal. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nepal have their second corner now. Great chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Schlotterbeck is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He's found a way through. Chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Leicester have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's tested.
And the shot! And again! It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, played through for the wide man. It's a promising position. Drives it in. He's given... And the finish! The message is clear. None shall pass. And it's Pirlo.
Pirlo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pirlo.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bebeto! Oh, it's a thumping hit. Now it's Puskas. Can he get on the end of this?
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Edmilson. That has been slung wide. Nicely worked. Kaka. Pirlo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Good ball, good take. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Leicester couldn't really be more watertight in midfield, not a trickle.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Nepal currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's a good foray he's making. He's got away. And that's another good win of the ball. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Puskas. And a chance! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Nepal restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Brilliantly cut out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now there's a fine ball, and Bebeto! And that's a sharp finish. And again they hit the front.
The goal scorer for
Oh,
Leicester
beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Leicester with the lead. Puskas. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to belt it away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Otto. Ronaldinho. Edmilson. Deco. Well, they can break here. Ronaldinho cuts it out. Pirlo. Bebeto. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Stojkovic. And it's Pirlo. Schlotterbeck. Pirlo. Yamal is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Schlotterbeck can clear it away, and he's being shifted off it. Bebeto. It's a pretty loose pass. Yamal. And this is Shevchenko. Baresi wins the duel this time. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired.
Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Number 14.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Edmilson.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Van Basten! And there's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Can he finish? And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? Oh, brilliant from Yamal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And it's Messi. Messi. And that's been won straight back. And that could set him on his way. He's having a shot! Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
Kaka clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Zanetti. Kaka caresses it through. Unai Simon claims comfort. And now the breakaway. Now it's Yamal. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Looking for the run. Zanetti, not the most accurate pass. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Zanetti, and that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry.